Hello and welcome to this new episode of Open Book Entrepreneur. Today we have Lisa Armstrong here with us, and she has a huge experience from banking, and now also she's helping companies from 500 to 500,000 to 5 million really find and fine tune their profits and revenues. And Lisa, please introduce yourself to our audience.
Thank you so much, Tony, for having me. I'm excited to be here. So I work with businesses, and business owners hire me to help them double their revenues, sometimes triple their revenues, but also improve their profitability, but without spending a lot of money. And so I think I have a proprietary platform that helps businesses implement change, because I think a lot of businesses really get great ideas, but they don't know how to implement the change to make their business the best it can be and to really help them achieve the goals that they want to achieve. At the end of the day, it's all about their number one goal and what they want to get done and why their why of why they have this business.
Exactly. And how did you actually end up in this line of business yourself?
So I was a career commercial banker. I worked with businesses of all sizes, and that was really focused on profitability for the reason of debt repayment. But it's really the same. And after doing that for 30 something years, I decided I really wanted to bet on myself, as everybody is. And where I was passionate about helping folks is with this in the small business space, which is why my target is where it is. And what I find about small business owners is that they went into business because they're passionate about what they do. And they may or may not have a lot of business experience. And so understanding their financials, knowing how to grow their business correctly so that they make enough money to continue to invest and achieve their goals is really where I want to spend my time. And it's really about, I'm really passionate about helping businesses be the best they can be. And I have the financial and management expertise to help them scale. But I also have step-by-step processes to implement change so they're not left hanging with a great idea and no way to implement that great idea. We're going to lock arms and do the implementation and transform their business.
Great. And on top of that, what inspires you about your business?
So what inspires me is just is really learning about all the different businesses. And so when I got out of college way back when, I was educated as an accountant, but the thought of actually being an accountant was not high on my list of fun things to do because I get bored real easy. And I chose banking because I could work across all different industries and learn about all these different businesses and provide capital to them to help them grow. And so I never really got bored because if I wanted to go learn about an industry or a business, I just picked up the phone and called them. And it's the same with this business is I get to learn about businesses and help them achieve their goals, but it keeps me engaged because they're all different. And my strategies work across industries because they're very focused on how to execute no matter where you are in size, really, quite frankly, but also in industry. And so I don't get bored, I guess is the short answer, Tony. And so I think it's fun for me to learn.
Wonderful. And what's the goal for your business for the next 12 months?
So I would really like to double my own revenues. And so I've only been at this for almost a year after leaving corporate America. And so I'm in building mode. So for all of those other businesses that are building, I'm right there with you and I'm drinking my own Kool-Aid and using my own strategies to build my own business. And it's really all about thinking about marketing as a strategy and how do you connect with your target market and staying focused on your targets. Because the more you get off your target market, the more time you're going to spend on things that don't really fit. And it ends up taking up more of your time than it's worth.
Totally, yes. And then if people want to actually get in touch with you, connect to you, learn more about you, how they can do that?
So you can reach me at lisa@armstrongadvisors.net is the best way. That's my email address. And And I'm also on Facebook under Lisa Armstrong or Armstrong Advisors. I'm also on LinkedIn under Lisa Armstrong Dallas. So there's lots of different places where you can find me, but the easiest way is just to send me an email.
Great. Yes, absolutely. And then just if there is any final question, if there is any final thought maybe that you want to share with businesses that are sort of like, wondering how they can improve their revenue, how they can actually make more profit and stuff. What's one thing you would like to share with them?
So I would share that if you want to increase your revenues, think about the problem you solve for your client. That is your secret sauce. And the more you can clearly communicate the problem you're solving and the solution you have and why it is a good solution, the more successful you're going to be. It's being very focused on that. And then it's knowing, okay, what is your potential client afraid of? And being able to address their fears of hiring you. And that really is, it's getting in the head of your prospect and understanding where they are and what's getting in their way so you can help them. On the profitability side, I think it's really understanding the difference between cash flow and profits and where cash can be hiding in your business. Because cash hides lots of different places. You may be working really hard, but your bank account's not showing it. And I can help you find that cash, that hidden cash very quickly without spending a lot of money.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I have a friend who actually started his online business a couple of years ago, and I know that last year he made like his sales were quite good, for this like his side hustle. He made about 200 between 250 and $300,000. And I was like, yeah, that sounds very good, after 2 years in business and stuff, and it's not your main thing. And he says, and then I said, okay, how much is the profit? And he goes, profit is 15,000, so so it's an Amazon business.
It's
You know,
hard work. It's a lot of hard work for $15,000. And so
exactly.
I would take a hard look and say, okay, let's look at those costs. Anyway, I could have him call me. I'd be more than
Okay.
happy to help him really look at, really just understand what's causing that profitability to be so low. And then he can make some decisions on does he want to change it, does he not? But but part of it is you don't know. And as soon as you know, that's very helpful.
Definitely, and it's definitely valuable to have someone like you on board because people are busy. Obviously, he's got another business that is like his main thing, and then he doesn't like people. If they don't have coaches, they usually like have these blind spots that they cannot see that coaches can come in or consultants can come in and really show them, hey, this is what you can improve. So yeah, wonderful. Lisa, thanks a lot for being a guest today. Thank you all for watching, listening to this episode. If you liked it, drop us a like. If you have any questions for Lisa or me, you can ask them in the comments and we'll be more than happy to answer those. Lisa, thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate being on.